Oh no, not again. No matter how hard you try to stay on track, sometimes the test just sneaks up on you. I've had this happen many times. We have so many classes and extracurriculars that we can't help but cram sometimes. Since we cannot completely avoid cramming, might as well know the best way to cram. Hey team, it's Amy. I was valedictorian and I got 5s on all 11 of my AP exams. I also played varsity sports and got into a top 10 university while sleeping an average of 8 hours a night. I'm hoping that my experience and learnings from cramming will make it easier for you. Take a deep breath, don't stress, and have faith that by the end of this video, you will know the most effective and efficient ways to prepare for your exam, no matter how close it might be. Time to get focused. Let's go. When you're cramming, the key is efficiency. Someone called me the queen of efficiency the other day, so thank you. I love that title. Efficiency is maximizing your output while minimizing your input. Before we get into the study actions, the following mindset is critical to your efficiency. It's important to stay stoic in situations of high stress. As a famous Stoic said, we cannot control the external events around us, but we can control our reactions to them. So know you are in control. And the most important thing for you to control right now and in the hours leading up to your exam is focus. Focus is essential to increasing your intensity of studying. This allows you to absorb more information within 2 hours than someone who is not focused and studying for 5 hours. You know your own situation, so do what you gotta do, okay? Just do it, Nike. Throw away your phone, no music unless it's classical. Time to lock in. Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Now that you have the right mindset, it's time for the actions. The goal is to maximize the number of points you get, and these steps will do just that. Number 1, get the big picture. It's really natural for students to panic and try to study everything at once, so take a step back. Use your syllabus if you have one and do a shallow skim of all your concepts at a high level. This is where I'll do a quick flip through of my notes to remind myself of where things are. This will come in very handy, you'll see later. Always think about things you can take advantage of to make things easier. I really like to take advantage of the chapter summaries and again, just skim them at the start of my study. Basically, with this step of getting the big picture, you want to understand the story. As humans, we connect to stories and therefore will remember them better. You might be wondering, but where's the story behind biology or math? The idea is to draw connections between different concepts and see how things all come together. The point of a test is not just so you know these little bits of disparate information. When you grasp the story, similarities between things, and connections, then it's easier to BS things on the test. You can scrape points even if you didn't review every little detail. For example, in chemistry, I remember how I wouldn't know every little thing about the gold foil experiments, but I understood the story of how the model of the atom came to be. Thus, I knew the point of the Thomson model and Rutherford's gold foil experiments. Especially in those explanation questions, it was much easier for me to over-deliver on my answers and scrape up extra points. For classes like science and math, the story is really understanding the reason behind each operation or step you're doing. You have to know why you're even doing it. When you do a step, you have to tell yourself, I'm doing this because this. This way you can solve problems on the test you've never even seen before. Overall, if you want the easiest way to get the big picture as you're studying something, always be asking, so what? What is the point of this? And make sure to answer it, of course. To cram most efficiently and effectively, we must study what will pay off the most to maximize our points. Therefore, step 2 is prioritize. Use any and all of these resources to determine how much weight each of the concepts will have. For example, one concept might be emphasized a lot more and there will be 5 questions on it, while another concept only has 1 multiple choice question on it. Write your list of concepts in priority order, starting from the highest weight down to the lowest weight. This list will be important for you to do your subsequent steps of studying. You will be working down your priority list of concepts, starting with the first one. You will study that concept using actions 3 and 4. After that, you'll go to the second concept on your list and go through actions 3 and 4. Then you will repeat as you go down your concept priority list. So what is action number 3? It is target practice problems. Going deep into all of your class notes and your textbook and writing summaries isn't very effective. But practice problems, these are basically like a cheat sheet of all the things you need to know, minus the little details in the textbook and notes. This also helps you not waste time studying every little thing. So just like I mentioned earlier with action 2, start with the most important concept on your priority list. Review or even redo questions covering that topic. These practice problems can be from your homework, quizzes, the back of the book, even question banks online. If you're really short on time and can't explicitly do active recall, here are 2 things you can do to speed up your study. 1, use parallel recall, or number 2, directly review the answer keys. Remember how you skipped your notes earlier from action 1 instead of studying everything? That's because now you have an overall idea of where things are located in your notes or chapter summaries. While I'm targeting practice problems and I want more details or I want further explanations, now I can flip back into my notes and review them as needed. The questions lead my studying while I use the notes as a supplement, not the other way around. Action 4. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Weaknesses are huge opportunities because working on them can make a lot more impact than being a perfectionist on things that you're already strong on. Thus, action 4 is target weaknesses. Use any and all of your past work and practice problems to see what you missed. Go through each of these missed points, errors, mistakes, one by one. If you're having way too much difficulty and get stuck on a problem, then move on to the next weakness. To be efficient, you don't want any bottlenecks disrupting your flow of studying, and you also don't want that to be decreasing your confidence. The goal is to address as many weaknesses as you can, so resolve the low-hanging fruit first. Corporate lingo. Not only does targeting your weaknesses boost your score, but psychologically it has a positive impact too. You will feel better and more confident because otherwise it's one of the worst feelings to know that there are problems you've missed before and you still haven't resolved them. Those were steps/actions 3 and 4. Make sure to be repeating those for each of those concepts in your priority list. Number 5, please listen to me, okay? Do not sacrifice your sleep. I don't care how much you feel like you need to study, okay? The more you sacrifice your sleep, the more you're canceling out your ability to perform well anyway. You are working down your priority list of concepts, but depending on how much time you have before your test, you may not get through all the concepts, and that is okay. That's why you cover the high priority ones first. When it's getting late, you have to make a decision based on your body and its needs. The way to think about it is you want to strike a balance between staying up a little more than you usually do to make up for your lost time and giving your brain enough rest to stay sharp. Especially if your test is memory-based, please get some Z's. I never said that word before. Don't take a hit on your health, okay? Your health is the number 1 thing, and I feel like people don't prioritize that enough. Remember that your health is more important than anything else in this world, including your grades, okay? No matter what your parents say. Just kidding, your parents also want you to be healthy. Prioritizing my health is also why I could holistically accomplish so many things, have a social life, and play sports. If I don't sleep enough, I could get a migraine, and that would ruin my chances of taking the test well anyway. Good job. Take another deep breath, and remember, it's just one test. Also remind yourself that preparation leads to confidence. Even so, test taking is really hard. I understand the time pressure, the stress. So even if you study well, sometimes it's really hard to get a good score if you're not a good test taker. That's why I made this video where I cover how to deal with stress, how to guess on the test, and strategies to maximize points while you're taking the test itself. Keep it in mind if you need it, if you want to improve your test taking, but right now, go to your studying, close YouTube, and stay focused, okay? Lock in. I'll see you, A-Team. If you have any questions, ask in the comments, and your lovely A-Team members will support you and help answer. Good luck, but hopefully you don't need it. Bye!